Helpful for life.
Okay, let's talk about the protein. So now we've got us some chicken, and what we have here are some bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. And we're gonna be making some delicious, crispy lemon chicken thighs. And the skin, when you're roasting them in the oven, is great because it gets nice and crisp and delicious. If you're gonna be cooking chicken some other ways, low and slow, something like that, then you probably don't want the skin on there because when it's not crisp, it's not delish, if you know what I'm saying.
And to help develop that nice crisp skin, we are going to first sear the chicken and then we're going to finish it off in the oven.
So first thing I'm gonna do is turn on the heat, get this pan, whoop, that's not the right one. Here we go. I'm gonna get this guy heating up on medium high. And I'll go ahead and get some oil in there just to coat the bottom of the pan. Okie dokie. And then while that bad boy is heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and minimize dishes, and I'm gonna season the chicken right in the container. You may not get as good a coverage here because some of the chicken's covered up, but you know what? Sometimes it's worth it for the dishes. And this is just gonna be very simple salt and pepper seasoning. When you're cooking chicken, generally you want to cook skin side down first, and then you flip it and finish on the other side. So what we're gonna do here today is we're gonna start it on the cast iron, and then we're gonna toss it in the oven to finish. Get your hand just a tiny bit wet, and then you flick a little bit of water in there. And if you don't hear a sizzle, you know it's still heating up. And in this case, it didn't get that sizzle, so we're waiting a little longer. And when you do that little trick, don't do too much water because it could cause a big mess and splash and burn yourself.
Whew! I hope that got your attention because there's a decent chance that you will encounter at least one oil fire in your life. So make sure to watch the next video to learn how to deal with oil fires. And spoiler alert, never put out oil fires with water. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Okay, now that it's been heating up a couple minutes, you can also put your hand above it and see kind of how warm it's feeling. Let's give it one more test. There you go, hear a little bit of that sizzle. So now we will grab the chicken thighs and we will place them skin side down in the cast iron. Whoop, chicken thigh down. Yeah. When you get it on there nice and hot and hear that sizzle, that's how you know you're good. And look, we can actually give these guys that were hiding a little bit salt and pepper where they're blank. Now, if you have a splatter guard, this is a great time to use it because this oil is hot and will splatter some. And if you like to cook naked, this probably isn't the best dish for you. Now, if you heard me talk about crowding pans, this is right on that edge of maybe a little crowded, but we're gonna make it work. Just kind of move the chicken around and play your Tetris and get it all to fit. In an ideal world, you don't have it this crowded, but sometimes you just want to cook it all at once. All right, now we got all of our chicken in here. We're gonna go ahead and season the non-skin side. Now, some of you may be asking, why are you using chicken thighs instead of the good old chicken breast? And although that's kind of personal preference, we found that ourselves and a lot of people enjoy the richer flavor of the dark meat. And also the thighs do a really good job of staying moist. Breasts are really easy to get dry. These thighs do a much better job in our opinion, and the flavor is just delicious. So we're gonna let this guy cook skin side down for about 8 minutes, and then we'll come back and check it. All right, so it's been about 8 minutes now, maybe a tad over, so we're gonna flip these bad boys. Oh yeah, look at that skin crisping up nicely. Go ahead and turn the heat off on this guy. And be careful because it can splatter. I like to keep my distance when flipping. Then, for baking, we're gonna lay these lemon slices right on top. And you can use your tongs for this too. Keep your hands far away from that oil. Not only does it add a little extra flavor, but it's great for the presentation. Okay. So these bad boys are ready to go into the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the heat and take it over to the oven. All right, throw that chicken in on top. Let's take these bad boys out. Pro tip, don't put your face near the oven when it's hot. Give you a nice little facial that you probably don't want. Oh yeah. All right, then just get this bad boy plated. And there you have it, a beautiful meal.